Hello, my loyal listeners. This is your Evil Black Bunny speaking, here with the answers to your questions. Oh boy, I like doing Q&As, I just don't really have much time to do them. I do, I'm just lazy. Anyway, let's get started. We're gonna answer the YouTube video questions first. The Video Game Brothers asked, have you heard of the YouTuber Markiplier or Jacksepticeye? Yeah, I'm really into Markiplier. He's this adorable, excited man-child. He's pretty fun. As for Jacksepticeye, I haven't really heard of him. You know what? Why the hell not? I'm gonna go look at it, I'm gonna pause the audio, and I'm gonna go look. Okay, okay, so, Jacksepticeye is really startling for me, because I'm used to people who are, like, Let's Players like Markiplier's, hello everybody, my name is Markiplier, and I'm used to that. He's just this boisterous, happy introduction, and then there's PewDiePie, who I'm not a fan of, and he's just like, how's it going, bros? My name is PewDiePie. Alright, what's this Jacksepticeye guy gonna have for an intro? His intro is screaming! Top of the morning to you! He hits the camera, he hits the microphone, he's screaming, he's Scottish? Irish? I'm sorry, I can't tell, but I jumped the first 5 seconds of seeing his video. I jumped because of his introduction. He just comes out of the gate shrieking, and it's perfect. I'm subbed now. Thank you. Okay. Next question. The Wandering Tiger asked, are you a furry? Yes. Next question. Mercury-Coated Veins, I hope I'm saying that right, asked, you seem to be partial to ritual pastas. Which would you say is your favorite? Favorite ritual pasta? It would have to be a tie between The Devil Game and He Waits for You. I've only narrated one of those, but I still like them. There's a lot out there that's just off the top of my head. Alright. Papa Bad Day. What is your favorite holiday? Probably anything that gets me time and a half when I'm at work. Nah, I'm kidding. I love Halloween. I love throwing candy at children. I love running around in my fursuit and getting overheated. I love scaring the shit out of people. I also love chocolate. Next question. I Serve Charlie asks, what wakes you up in the morning? Coffee. I cannot function without a good cup of coffee. I need like 6 cups of high-test coffee to get me through a day. And I drink it throughout the day with milk and Splenda, because I'm a big baby. But without coffee, I'm a grump. I'm not friendly when I don't have my coffee. Also the screams of my enemies, but you know how that goes. Enemies are hard to find when you've eaten them all. Okay, Genevieve Thomas. I hope I'm saying your first name right. Genevieve. Genevieve. Alright. Do you like cheese? Yes, I love cheese. Fayathuna, all caps, _ asked, if you watch horror movies, what is your favorite horror movie? I don't really have a favorite horror movie. The truth of the matter is, nothing at this point in my life scares the shit out of me anymore. So when I watch a horror movie, it's usually to point and laugh. Although I will say that probably my favorite horror movie that I've seen recently was one, I think it was called Dyatlov. I'm pretty sure that was it, but it was based on the Dyatlov Pass incident, which is pretty popular in the creepypasta community. And I need more beer. For the first, hour and a half that I was watching, I was just like, ugh. And then when we got to the ending, I'm not gonna give anything away, but you need to see this movie just because the ending made me shit my pants. Scorpion 1297 says, hi, I have 2 questions. Alright, what are they? Question 1. Where did you get the inspiration to make your character a bunny? Honestly, it's based off of this little fucker over here. Her name is Mocha. I've had her for like 10 years. The name Evil Black Bunny has been around since I was about 12 or 13. It was originally a name for my fanfiction account, but now it's for still that. But it's also for posting creepypastas. If I don't want to be found, I don't use that as my name. So if you see Evil Black Bunny or the Evil Black Bunny floating around on a website, it is probably me. Question 2. Did you use Zalgo as inspiration? Yes, heavily. Bunny had this huge Zalgoan backstory, but I kind of ditched it because I realized this would be an interesting plot for a book. Bunny isn't really me anymore. I use her as an avatar, but if you compared her personality to mine, we would be not complete opposites, but you would not think we were the same person. I don't really use her as a representation of myself. She's currently just a face for the channel, but she and I are not the same person. Also, it's very nice of you, Scorpion1297, to say that you love my pasta bites. You're gonna be happy when January hits. Next question. Jacob Munoz. Munoz? Mucus? I don't know. Which creepypasta had scared you the most? Tough question. Like I said earlier, nothing really scares the shit out of me anymore. Except for Dyatlov. By the way, I laughed my ass off at Babadook. My friends and I use it as a joke now. But when it comes to a creepypasta that actually scared me, there's not really anyone that actually has. Well, not recently. But a long, long time ago, one of the first creepypastas I ever read that actually scared the shit out of me has not occurred. Yes, some of them startled me or kept me awake a little longer, but nothing has actually scared the shit out of me. I'm sorry to say, I don't scare easy. Unless there are spiders, in which case, fuck that, I'm done. Lucas Jimenez asked, if you were to summon a creature or character of your own creation in this world, who or what would it be? And what will you do with him, her, or it? I would summon the Thumb Thief. I swear I am writing shit down for this. I don't know if she's a creepypasta character or anything, but the basic premise is that the Thumb Thief was hundreds of thousands of years ago, or just thousands of years ago. Thousands of years ago, the Thumb Thief was a fertility goddess, and her role as a fertility goddess was essentially to help people who wanted to have children, and her other job was protecting children. She's pretty much based off of fertility goddesses if they were emaciated. Back in her heyday, she was probably attractive, I don't know. But I want to summon her, if I could, because she is a fun character, if I actually write anything down for y'all to read. Interesting, and her main job is to protect children from their shitty parents. It's called the Thumb Thief is because if she finds a parent being shitty, or just terrible to their child, or the children they are in charge of, she steals their thumbs and does stuff with them. I can't really explain it any further without giving a lot away, but that's pretty much it. I would summon the Thumb Thief so that she could help the children of the world, who have shitty parents who don't care about them. I have issues. Alright, next question. AKA Biscuit Waffle asks, have you ever eaten rabbit before? If so, how was eating your own kind? I have not. I don't plan to. Tony the Hedgehog, what's your favorite pastime? You mean other than reading creepypasta and drawing shitty stuff? I like to knit. I love knitting. I'm actually working on setting up an Etsy page so that I can sell stuff. I have so much knitting in my room alone that I could probably open my own shop. A brick and mortar shop. I need help. The yarn is trying to kill me! Anyway. The Video Game Brothers. Well, hello again! I saw you at the bottom of this page. The Video Game Brothers ask, how do you know Mr. Creepypasta and Creeps McPasta? Okay, I'll start from, I'll make it quick, because there's a lot of shit that went on, but, positive shit, but still. It started when I talked to Mr. Creepypasta on his Facebook page, and he posted my first video, like, ever. We ended up talking on Skype, and through him I met Creeps McPasta and Creepypasta Jr. and, like, a shit ton of others. And Creeps and I are still cool, but, well, yeah. Junior and I were never really all that close, and with Mr. Creepypasta, let me put it this way. While Mr. Creepypasta's popularity exploded, mine stagnated compared to him and a lot of other big names. But, you know, shit happens. And while I really do miss my friends and what we used to have, I'm not holding my breath for a reunion. Creeps is still pretty fun, though. He's busy as fuck, but he's fun when he's got a minute to breathe. Which is never. He needs a vacation. And finally, last of the YouTube comments, 21st Century Guy. Have you heard of Ninja Sex Party, and if you have, what do you think of them? I'm gonna look them up. If I end up on some weird porn site, you're the first one I'm eating. Danny Sexbang. Okay then. They're not really my thing, although Luigi's Ballad, I think that's what it's called, was pretty fun. I don't really have an opinion of them. I don't know their work well enough to form one, but from what I have heard, which was 30 seconds of one song, they're pretty fun. Alright, that's it for the YouTube comments. Let's move on to Tumblr Asks. Let's move on to the Asks Tumblr sent me. Alright. Anonymous asked, so, Miss Bunny, what pets do you own? I own 2 dogs and a rabbit. I also feed a neighborhood cat, but I don't know if she counts as a pet because she can't come inside because dogs and rabbit. So let's say that I own 2 dogs, a bunny, and am owned by a cat. Alright. Gerald Witch 13. How old are you if you don't mind me asking? I'm going to be 24 next week. Yes, I know how I sound. I have often been told that I sound like a 12-year-old girl or a 13-year-old boy. Puberty was not kind. I can't even pronounce this. Jinx Kiz said, is news about ISIS terror or horror? You see, the word terror kind of has a different context nowadays. Yes, you can be terrified, but terror is associated more or less with terrorism. And ISIS is more or less a terrorist group. So they kind of count as both. Terror for a terrorist group, what they're doing is disgusting, horrible, moralless, and horrifyingly evil. They are both. They are both terror and they are horror. Fuck 'em. Anonymous asked, what do you think of the Playboy bunny and its logo? I'm sexier. Anonymous asked, man, Annan is having a lot of fun today. Who would win in a fight? The rabbit from Monty Python or Bun Bun from Sluggy Freelance? I bet my money on the ferocious rabbit with the pointed teeth. So, rabbit of Carabanog. The rabbit from Monty Python. Alright. Annan, again. What do you look like? Okay, Annan. I'm going to give you a description that I hope will answer this question well. I'm way too close to my microphone, but I need to make this very clear. I want you to take a ball of raw pizza dough and sculpt it to the best of your abilities into a human face. Now I want you to leave it in a bathtub face down in about 1 inch of water. Come back in about a week, flip the pizza dough over, and glue some hair where hair would be on a human female's head. Now, I want you to think of the swollen, wet, stinking result whenever you think of seeing what I actually look like. I am doing you a service by staying hidden. Nah, but seriously, there's a picture of me floating around on my Tumblr. If you dig far enough back, you'll probably find it. Good luck figuring out if it's me, though. It could just be a shitty picture of someone. But seriously, though, there are certain things you're better off not knowing. Anonymous, last question from Tumblr, asked, are you religious at all? Not really, no. The best way I can put it is I'm a soft agnostic. I don't know if there's anything out there, but with the right proof, I could probably have my mind changed. The best way I can put it, agnostic isn't even really the right term. I don't really believe in a defined higher power, like Yahweh, Jesus, or anything like that. I think that there's something. I don't know what, and I don't think anybody else does either. I just think that there's something that's kinda sorta doing things. I think Futurama said it best. When you do things right, people won't be sure you've done anything at all. And that's pretty much all there is to it. I think there's something, but I don't think humans can understand what that something actually is. And I don't really follow any religious text or religious books, because I don't believe that any of them are close enough to the real thing for me to follow. So I hope that answers that. Alright, that's it for the Tumblr questions. I got a few from my email account. Let's read them, 'cause we're almost done here. Hooray! Andrew Rojas asked, excluding the creepypasta channels, what is your favorite channel on YouTube? Markiplier, for one. He makes me laugh. He makes me laugh so much. So very much. He's a goofball. I also love the Simple Cooking channel. I like Blasphemous HD TV. Just his reactions are so boisterous and loud that I can't help but laugh, and when you have clinical depression, you need to laugh. A lot. In order to not explode. But I also love the Food Wishes channel, which is fun. I love the Food Wishes channel. It's a lot of fun to flip through. That's pretty much all that I have right now. There's a ton of them. There are so many people that I'm subscribed to that aren't creepypasta, and yet so many that are. Oh my god, Grumpy Cat, Rob Dyke. I just love seeing what Scott pumps out next. It makes me happy. Steam Powered Giraffe. But there are so many there. Check them all out if you can actually understand what the hell I'm saying. I know that I tend to talk kind of fast. I do tend to talk kind of fast, but you know how it goes. And finally, Project Atlas. I like that name. Project Atlas asked me, if you could choose one creepypasta to be real, what would it be and why? Okay. Considering how things have been going lately in the media, over the last few years, I mean, there was the Slenderman stabbing a year or so ago, and more recently, within the last month or two, a teenage girl stabbed her mother, and I believe tried to light a house on fire, don't quote me on that, because a hallucination of Laughing Jack told her to. These are young people. And I love scaring the shit out of people, but not at the cost of other people's lives. But the truth is, I don't think any of them should be real. There's none that I choose to be real because, considering how people act when they're fiction, turning them into reality would probably fuck everybody over. Oh god. I should have found a happier question to end this with. That's it for the Q&A session. Oh, that was fun. Thank you again for all of your questions. This was a lot of fun. I should probably do one every few months because I know there's a billion questions out there. None of them are from me, but it still couldn't hurt. You guys have a great night. Have a happy holiday, whatever the fuck. Thank you again. This was a lot of fun for me. I need more beer, and there's pizza in the oven, so I gotta go. Love you guys. Good night.